Countdown presents Fact or Fiction, wherein we catch that bastard Bill O'Reilly lying again. Oh, wait, Bill, hold still. Allow me to soil myself on you. Victory is mine!
In one of the most memorable of the Monty Python sketches, an unusually intense Graham Chapman, replete with a pointer, an easel, and a vivid panel with 3 brightly colored bars, fairly screams at the audience, "In this graph, this column represents 23% of the population. This column represents 28% of the population, and this column represents 43% of the population." To which Michael Palin replies, "Telling figures indeed." Our third story in the countdown, Bill O meets Python. Bill O'Reilly has issued another fatwa, this time against the journalism watchdog website Media Matters, proving, without the slightest fear of contradiction, that he has a flow chart and the access to the color red. "In this graph, this arrow represents 23% of the population. This arrow represents 28% of the population. And this arrow represents 43% of the population." And they all prove somehow that liberal billionaire investor George Soros digs into his pockets to fund groups that eventually make the mainstream media do stories that make O'Reilly look dumb. In the Fox News noise investigation, Media Matters is some sort of major cog in an evil liberal spider web, one of his guests describing it as part of an incredibly well-oiled machine. You want to see oily? Thanks to Media Matters, you can watch Mr. O'Reilly confronted last Friday the 13th by his own words during an interview on Irish television.
Yeah, some of the things that you've said, and either on your radio show or on your TV show, advice to the poor, it's hard to do it because you got to look people in the eye and tell them they're irresponsible and lazy, and who's going to do that?
Well, where did you get that? Because
that's Radio Factor with Bill O'Reilly, 11/06/2004.
By whom? Who put that out?
Well, we got it off the website.
Okay. The website you got it off is called Media Matters, which is an assassination website.
But you do have views on, say, the Iraqi people. Did you say that thing about the Iraqi people, that they're prehistoric?
No, I don't remember saying that at all.
I do. Being the mainstream media tools that we are, we scrolled around Media Matters and found the full quote about the poor from his radio show dated June 11th, 2004. It is in full. It's hard to do it because you got to look people in the eye and tell them that they're irresponsible and lazy. And who's going to want to do that? Because that's what poverty is, ladies and gentlemen. In this country, you can succeed if you get educated and work hard. Period. Period. But what about his calling the Iraqis prehistoric? Remember, Alberto Gonzales O'Reilly did not recall saying that. But that's okay. Media Matters had it as a tape.
When 2% of the population feels that you're doing them a favor, you just forget it. You're not going to win. You're not going to win. And I don't have any respect, by and large, for the Iraqi people at all. I have no respect for them. I think that they're a prehistoric group that there's excuses.
Did you say excuses? Yes, we have one of those, too. When word got out about his embarrassing Irish TV interview, here's what the big giant head had to say about it in his April 19th column. When I asked the man why he was quoting from an obviously biased source, he blinked nervously and put down the cards. Once again, here's the interview. Do you see any nervous blinking on the part of the host? Maybe some billow projecting. It doesn't look like any blinking. Nothing Media Matters has ever posted about Bill O'Reilly has failed to withstand independent vetting. Not a missing comma, not a missing context. In an age in which we rightly fear being inaccurately quoted or misinterpreted, it would seem that Bill O's real anger and real fear rest in the dread that someone is quoting him correctly. Someone besides Andrea Macris.